Hello, 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 my little gremlins, and welcome back to the Taylor Show. Except today things are a little different. I'm in my home studio. It's a Sunday. I'm on my pink couch from Wayfair with some Ralph Lauren pillows, complemented by a beautiful pink mug. If you're watching this with the video, that says something inspiring on it. It says, "Not a day over fabulous." Um, Today's a sacred Sunday spiral. You're like, what's that? Well, it's just you, it's just me and a microphone, babes. We're sitting here on Sunday and we're spiraling together. A lot of people spiral on Sundays. Let's make it sacred. I spiral, well, every day, but Sundays especially, because Monday is the beginning of the work week. And if you have a traditional job and occupation, then perhaps on Mondays you have to get up early and get in your vehicle and drive to work and then spend 7.5 to 8 hours there and then drive home. And to that I say, God bless you. That is, whew. The corporate life was not for me. I much prefer working in entertainment and talking for a living, although I don't have traditional hours and I don't have traditional days off, but I spiral on a Sunday. And I think we all do, whether it's anxiety, whether it's just plain old anxiety. It's the beginning of something new, and that typically makes people spiral, especially if you have a busy week ahead. For me, I rather pack up my Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and then Thursday, Friday kind of have a breather. Not off, obviously, but have like some time to catch my actual breath and edit or be creative and do those sorts of things that aren't admin. I feel like anything that requires me to do work that isn't creative is admin. So like paying my car insurance, that's admin. Responding to emails, that's admin. Phone calls, admin. You know what else? I just need to spiral about this actually. People have been leaving me voicemails recently. Hold for a dramatic effect. A voicemail. One, you have the audacity to call me, which is already like, okay, that's bold, Brenda. But then you leave a 2 minute and 40-second voicemail to tell me what you were going to tell me on the phone. I'm not calling back. Mm-mm. I'm not calling back. I'm texting. I'm saying, hey, Brenda, what's up? I'm also not listening to the voicemail. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. We could have had a full on conversation via text. I don't love that. So, what I've done is I've deactivated said voicemail, which is problematic as a business owner in general. I shouldn't do that. That's not good business practice, but it's bothering me. So, I disengaged my voicemail. I stopped it. And then I started getting calls that were repeated. So instead of calling once and leaving a voicemail, people would call like 6 times. So I put my voicemail back up and I've created a favorites list. And then I keep my phone on Do Not Disturb and it only rings or buzzes when someone from my favorites has contacted me, which is way better. A way better solution for me, especially considering I have like 4 people on my favorites. I don't really look to hear from many people. As someone who spends most of her life talking, specifically shit talking, you can't catch me out. Find me out on any given night. Find me on the phone. Nope, no, I love being in my house with my dogs, a cup of coffee, a glass of champagne, and hanging out with a couple of my close friends. And that's my ideal night, which is crazy because it used to be so different where like I would love the Thursday, Friday, Saturday going out every single night and then Sunday just, you know, getting resurrected with the liquid IV and the greasy breakfast sandwiches of sorts. That life is not for me right now. It's also been 85 degrees to 95 degrees every single day this summer, and it's causing me to just like almost as if I have seasonal depression, but the opposite way. If that makes sense. Like it's too hot. And typically, I'm the girl in the winter that's 1, pale, because I'm a natural redhead. And 2, sad, because it's cold and I can't go sit on my deck or my patio and hang out and like grab a drink on a patio outside. But as of recently, I can't do that anyway because it's so hot, especially on the East Coast. I say especially on the East Coast. I haven't been to the West Coast this summer, so I don't know what it's like over there. You guys can fill me and you can let me know. Something else I wanted to spiral about this Sunday was based off of what I put on my Instagram story, and it was a poll. Which is worse, a friendship breakup or a relationship breakup? Guess what y'all said? 70% of you said that a friendship breakup is worse than a relationship breakup. And I stand by that. I agree with you. A friendship breakup is traumatic. Yes, traditional emotional relationship driven breakups, they're bad. I'm not discounting that in any manner or any fashion. We've all been there and it's been horrible. But we're going to talk about friendship breakups because maybe you haven't been through one. I'm going to start this conversation out by saying something. This is my little disclaimer. I do not think, as adult women and men, that we should be going around breaking up with our friends. I think that's very strange behavior. I think that if someone's not serving your purpose in your existence anymore, they're causing havoc in your life, they're just not a good friend to you, they're not making you a better person, let them go. You ghost them. You do the polite adult thing and you ghost them and you stop talking to them. You slowly but surely distance yourself. If you need to sit someone down and say, listen, I don't want to be friends with you anymore, that's a problem for you, babe. I don't love that. I think that's like very self-indulgent. Like they want some sort of reaction from you, perhaps to beg them to still be in your life or something of the sort. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far in therapy yet, but I think that's weird. So let's put that at the top of this conversation. If you're thinking of breaking up with a friend, totally do it. Like, bye. I'm all about kicking people out of my circle. I don't need new friends. I keep saying that. I do not need new friends. I'm actively trying to make my circle smaller. But I'm not sitting people down at the local Starbucks and saying, listen, I can't be your friend anymore. Get a life. Get a life that's not concerned with you trying to remove yourself from mine. I don't get that. So if you've been through a friendship breakup, as I have, it's hard. No matter how it goes down, it's gonna be hard. If you're the one doing a friendship breakup, if you're initiating that breakup, it's also hard. It's not easy breezy dandy, like, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna talk about 2 incidences where I was on the receiving end of a friendship breakup. I know you're sitting there, you're thinking, you're like, Taylor, someone didn't want to be your friend? Wow, that says a lot about them and nothing about you. You seem awesome. Or at least that's what's playing in my mind. That's the background noise. I'm like, oh my God, you guys are like, wait, that happened to her? She's so cool and fun and flirty and nice. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so one happened in college, which like anything that happened in college, I feel like doesn't really count. It was like a fake life. Like college was a fake life. I don't even like recognize the girl in college versus the girl who I am now. But that's besides the point. Again, I digress. It was in college. It was a hometown friend, and we just kind of grew apart. But the facade in which it happened was incredibly dramatic and insane. To sit down in a local coffee shop and say, hey, I don't want to be your friend anymore. It was weird, and really, I just wanted my vanilla latte with soy milk at the end of it. And then it's uncomfortable. I mean, you're sitting there, your friend breaks up with you, and you're like, can I still go get my coffee? Or are you still talking about how bad of a friend I am? Second instance happened after college, and I'd say it was semi recently in the past couple of years. And I haven't talked about this on the pod. And I'm not usually nervous about saying things on the podcast. Like, I think because this is a Sunday spiral session and it's literally just you and me, Like, it's just us right now. My producer's not in the room. I don't have anybody working lights or the camera. I'm doing this all on my own, so I guess it's a little bit more vulnerable of an episode. But the second time I encountered a friendship breakup, I want to say hurt me more than the previous, more than college me and just kind of growing apart. It was a situation where we were best friends. I'd say best is a very generous term, but we were very close friends. And it got to a point where in a friend group, sometimes everyone's not getting along. If you're in a friend group, you get it. You get it. People fight. Girls fight, boys fight. They get together, they sleep together, they break up, whatever the situation is. And the more people in a friend group, the more this is going to happen. We all watch TV, right? We all watch Bravo. We've seen The Valley. We've seen Vanderpump Rules, Southern Charm, Southern Hospitality. We've seen Summer House. Everything. We get it, right? Friend groups are going to fight. Now, there's a distinction. If my best friend is going through a breakup, I will hate the person that she is going through the breakup for. I will hate the ex. That's just how I am. Even if they don't hate them, I hate them. I hate them for you. And to this day, even if we don't get along, I still hate your ex. I want you to know that. Any girls or guys out there that I'm like not close with anymore, but we were close when you were going through a breakup, I want you to know that I still hate your ex with a burning passion. I'm not the friend that people come to be like, well, I want to forgive him and I need closure and I think that we should get back together. And no, 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 no. I'm the friend that you're scared to tell. I'm the friend that you're like, fuck, I got back together with this guy. Taylor's gonna lose it. No, I'm the one you come to for revenge. Let's key his car. Let's deflate his tires. Not 4, 3. Did you hear that, little gremlins? Not 4 tires, 3 tires. If someone pisses you off, you do not wreck 4 tires. Because if you do that, insurance will cover it. If you wreck 3 of them, insurance doesn't cover it. Maybe you want to throw mashed potatoes on their lawn. Right now you're thinking, what does that mean? You take potato spuds, instant mashed potatoes, and you do a little sprinkle on the lawn, and the next time it rains, potatoes everywhere. And it's impossible to get rid of those potato spuds without reworking your lawn. Like you would have to take the grass, demolish, and put new grass on. So, like, just making someone's life uncomfortable, sign them up for Christian Mingle. Put them on a whole bunch of different subscription lists. I think that's incredible. So, I'm not the friend that you're going to go to like, get closure. I'm the friend that's going to hate your ex literally forever in this lifetime and the next lifetime. Easy breezy, beautiful, done. That's just how I am. But in friendships, when there is a big friend group involved, sometimes it gets messy. And that's kind of what happened to me in my last friendship breakup. It got messy, and it wasn't due to the fact of anything other than our friendship dynamic changed. To that point, yeah, those breakups fucking sucked. I still, like, if I go back and think of memories and it's in a situation where I was with an ex-boyfriend at the time, like half the time I don't even remember that they were there. Like I guess I've blacked it out in my brain where I'm like, oh, it was me and Rainier. And whatever. And I just like black out that they were there, that they existed. But with friends, when I have a friendship breakup, I never black out like our memories at all. And I'm also not one who like goes through and deletes every single picture and every single thing that we've done together. Like that's lame to me. But with boyfriends, yeah, done. Done. I don't think I have, yeah, and I shouldn't, but I don't think I have any evidence of any of my past relationships, which is crazy. Like, you think you would want to keep something from like your first boyfriend ever, or like Rory Gilmore, how she had the Dean box. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think I have any like remnants of past relationships. Unless it's like tangible remnants of past relationships, unless it lives online somewhere and it's not my content to take down. I don't think like I hold on to any of that. But friendships, oh yeah. I went through this phase where I like burned things. I went through an arson phase, actually. No, I went through an arson phase and I just like burned all the shit. It wasn't worth it. And not only did I burn all of their shit, I burned anything that they had gotten me that wasn't jewelry because I'm not a stupid bitch. We hawked that. But anything that was stupid, like baseball jerseys or like, I don't know, t-shirts or cards or pictures. I don't know whose idea it was to start burning things, but it was awesome. It was like, I remember that time of my life. What a fun, like, way to just dispose of a whole reality that you lived in. Like, goodbye, old self. I'm going to burn all of this, and then I'm just going to become a new person. That's so funny. I think back on things I've done, and I'm like, that's hilarious. And I think that was really freeing. I think that's closure. I think I mentioned it a little bit earlier in this episode where I said, I'm not the friend that you come to get closure. I'm not the friend that believes in closure. I don't think it exists. I think closure is an excuse for people to rekindle emotions because they think that they're going to get something out of it, that by somehow in the act, in the name of closure, they're going to get this person to give them something that they need to move on. No, 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 hun. You can do that yourself. You can give yourself that closure. Go get some lighter fluid, get a trash can, and get a match. You can buy them on my store, Shop Taylor Brook. You gotta do it for yourself, not for them, not because you think that they're gonna give you something. Okay, let's talk more about the friendship breakups of it all, just to kind of close out that chapter. I think friendship breakups are way harder than relationship breakups, although they're both hard. I'm not saying one's easy and one's not. I just think that in our lives, we're going to go through more friendship breakups than we are relationship breakups because the longevity of friendships are so much longer than the longevity of like an average relationship. With the friendship breakups that I have been through in the past, like there's writing on the metaphorical wall, like that you can see that things aren't going amazing. You never think they're going to break up with you in your local coffee shop. You know what? Holy cow. I'm coming to a realization right here, right now on this podcast that I've never realized before. And I need to text Helen. If you don't know, Helen is my therapist, aka my best friend. Guys, Grems, the 2 times that I've been friendship broken up with, I've been in the same coffee shop. And you're telling me we don't live in a simulation? The same coffee shop. The same chain. Interesting. Last thing I'm going to talk about before we end this little Sunday spiral is how to move on after you get dumped by your friend. Ugh, sucks. Sucks. But you gotta move on and you gotta be okay. This is what you do. It's not a you thing. Let's get that out of the way first. It is not a you thing. You are not the reason that they're unhappy. People cleanse people out of their lives. It happens. We grow up, we move, we make new friends, we make new acquaintances, we get new jobs. Like these are just things that are going to change like environmentally, and so your relationships are going to change as a result of that. With that said, if someone feels the need to break up with you, let them. Don't strive to keep those people in your lives and don't let yourself think that it's a you thing. I mean, hell, I've been broken up with twice by friends and I'm over here like it's not a me thing. It's totally a them thing. But if either of those girls like reached out to me and was like, "Hey, I'm going to take that back." If one of those girls were the one, if one of those people who broke up with me reached out and was like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I fucked up and like I was going through something," I would probably forgive her. Yeah. No, I'd probably forgive her. One I'd forgive, one I wouldn't. I hope that everyone in my life is listening to this right now and they're like, which one is she going to forgive? Which one is it? Because I know I have friends that listen to this pod and they're like, Taylor, you're not forgiving either of them. They caused you so much emotional distress. Why do you want to be friends with them again? No, I'm just saying that if they reached out, probably only one of them I would like maybe let back in a little bit. Not like in the door, like not full on Vampire Diaries crossing the threshold into my home. But, maybe we'd stand on the porch for a while and chat. I don't know. I'm just talking out of my ass at this point. This has been a Sacred Sunday spiral. I hope you enjoyed spiraling with me. I think that these can be fun to do once a quarter. Dropping some little corporate jargon in there for you. If you haven't seen, I've launched candles. Woo! She's a candle connoisseur. She's a candle maker these days. They are handmade. Yes, handmade candles. And they say provocative things on them. So if you want to go and support the candle line, go check out my shop. Make sure you follow me, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you next week, little gremlins. Bye, babes.